Hi, I'm Eric Siegel with Eric's Outdoors, and today we're going to be checking out a little survival kit that I picked up recently. This is made by S.O.L, Survive Outdoors Longer, and this is their Traverse Survival Kit. You can kind of see what's in it right there. So we'll check it out, and I've actually already modified this. I've added one item to it, but it's at the very end. So let's go ahead and take a look. So the survival kit is contained within this nice metal tin, and the lid is held down by these clamps. So this isn't waterproof, but it is held together nicely. And to undo the clips, you just pull them like that, and that opens up the kit. So at the top here, we've got a water bag. This is a 1 liter stand-up water bag. Pretty nice. To go with that water bag, right here, we've got a couple of water purification pills. And we've got some instructions for those water purification pills. Then we've got some fire stuff here. We've got some tinder material that you can use to start a fire. Then we've got a spark maker to help light that tinder. And I'll go ahead and open it up. There it is. And oh shit. Okay, so the first time I tried to use this, the flint wheel snapped off and the spring-loaded flint shot across the room, as did the spring. So this thing is really not built very well. It's kind of flimsy, which is kind of a letdown because S.O.L usually makes pretty good stuff. I think you'd be better off just putting a ferro rod and a striker in here, because this thing, I wouldn't stake my life on this thing because it's pretty flimsy. But just to show you how it works, I'll pinch the two sides together and it makes a spark. And it works kind of like a Zippo lighter or any other lighter. It's got a flint down here that's spring loaded going up into the striker wheel. And that's what causes it to spark. I'll do it the other way. There it goes. But like I said, it's pretty flimsy, and it fell apart the first time I tried to use it. So I'll probably replace this with a ferro rod and a striker, because that would be much more reliable than this thing. It's kind of a letdown. Here we've got some instructions, life-saving tools and techniques. I'll tell you one life-saving technique. Have a striker that works reliably. Then we've got a whistle. And I've tried this whistle out. It's pretty good. It's not a bad whistle. Then we've got some duct tape. Always good to have that. Pretty much every survival kit I have contains duct tape. Then we've got a survival blanket. These are always good to have. It's one of those thermal blankets, you know, that keeps your heat inside. Then there's a safety pin, another good thing to have. And then this is something I added because it wasn't in the kit originally. I just put a couple band-aids in here because it's always good to have those. So that pretty much does it for this kit. So just to review, we've got the band-aids down here that I supplied because it didn't come with those. We've got a safety pin. We've got the emergency blanket. We've got duct tape. We've got a whistle. We've got the first aid brochure there. We've got some tinder. We've got the questionable striker spark maker. And then we've got water purification tablets along with instructions. And then finally, we've got that 1 liter water bag. So all in all, it's not a bad little survival kit, especially considering that it only cost about 18 bucks. It's really not that bad. The only negative that I could find is that striker that makes the sparks. And again, I would just use something a little more tried and true like a ferro rod and a striker, because that thing is pretty darn flimsy. But that pretty much wraps it up. And that is the S.O.L. Traverse Survival Kit. And again, it costs about 18 bucks. See you next time.